Hi, it's Meg here again. Here to show you this time. This is our second junk journal, and this one is a combination of quite a few things. I decided to try using the art tags and also some vintage journal cards in this one. So it's a combination of a few different styles. They don't really go together, but that's okay. It's a junk journal. This is the front of the journal. We've got some tags here. All of these papers will be in the kit for this one. This is a vintage journal card, I'm sorry. These papers on the front and on the back they're kind of floral, and this is a vintage journal card as well. This was done with 2 signatures in total, and I made the covers out of chipboard and the patterned papers. I didn't cover the covers. I didn't turn the paper over. I've just distress inked them. Inside we've got some interesting things. Cut and creates, some skeleton leaves, and a piece of the skeleton ribbon. This is copy paper that was coffee dyed, and it has a vintage trinket and cut and creates. Oh, one thing here, if you want, this is just a cut and create, and it's printed flat, but if you want it to be raised, put a half or a quarter of a cotton ball underneath, and this will keep it raised. This is actually Chaucer. It comes from an old Chaucer book, and it's just messed up around the edges, inked, and ephemera. This is where the vintage journal cards come in. There are, I think, 3 or 4 of them within the book. And this paper, all of the patterned papers come in the kit, and I think there are about 6 or 7 papers. Haven't put the kit together yet, but it will have everything that's in here. Cut and create, this is also a cut and create. Envelope is just cut so that you can pop something in. Postcard, and then this is a piece of the paper doily strips, and it's just been inked with distress ink. There's a couple more tags, art tags, lace on the bottom. This one has a strip of the cardstock that was used. This is a colour that's called cardum, and it's looks off-white and creamy, but when you use it, it comes with a kind of a green tint, but it fits in this little book. This is the middle of the first signature, and this is just a decorative piece of ribbon to cover up the gutter in the signature. Cut and creates, this is a piece of ribbon, and it just has a piece of double-sided, apricot ribbon on top of it, just to pick up the colours in these 2 images. Another vintage journal card that is put on top of a tag, and a vintage cut and create tucked into the edge. This is a piece of the cardstock, and this is another of the vintage journal cards, and this is it also comes with it. This is coffee dyed vellum, and that shows the strip through the back. This is another vintage journal card, and another one with cotton balls underneath, and this is the other piece of the copy paper. another paper from an old book. This is the bottom of this tag here, and that's just creating a little tuck spot there. Another vintage card, and some more on the back. Another vintage card, ephemera, and a large cut and create. And then we come to the back of the book. Fairly easy, and it turns out that it's kind of interesting. I usually do a theme for a book, but this has just kind of been put together with several different themes that kind of work together. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and also give us your email so we can keep you on top of what's happening at the garden. Bye for now.